Привет! Рада всех вас видеть. А, Лерекс, сегодня стрим был коротенький дневной, потому что я испугалась играть в эту игру 2 часа. Вот, поиграла часик. И да, я решила то, что стримы с прохождениями игр будут в дальнейшем длиться по часу. А если это какие-то коллабы или там я играю с подписчиками, или просто какие-нибудь разговорные, развлекательные стримы, то они будут длиться по 2 часа. Вот. Потому что есть люди, которым неудобно смотреть записи по 2 часа, и я решила найти компромисс. Но Алана, я думаю, мы сегодня за 2 часа, может, добьем. Как ваши дела? Как вообще день прошел? Ты чё вылетаешь, Алан? Это тоже неплохо. Я в перерыве между стримами покушать успела, еще и порисовала. Хорошо. Я не знаю, вы видели, там Глиз сейчас вместе с Виви и Гарой играют в Teams 4. Я, кстати, запуталась тоже. Вот хотела как раз-таки у вас спросить, какая сейчас глава. Да, вот они сейчас играют в Sims. Вы видели вы или нет? Я потом в записи посмотрю. Интересно, что они там делают. Я вроде как видела то, что у Алана 5 глав, 5 эпизодов. И вот я не помню, если мы прошли половину 4 главы, то теоретически за стрим мы должны пройти все главы. Приятного аппетита. Блин, теперь вспоминать, как здесь играть. Нет, нет. Кто? Господи, я и забыла, какая она напряженная, эта игра. Да ты чё, обалдел, дядя? И ты обалдел. У вас черный экран? Так, а тут кусты. Куда дальше? Да, блин, дальше. А, вот. Окей, окей. Термос. Так, а там рукописи, по-моему, светятся.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you.
Мне дедушка передал через родителей на выходных килограмма 3 где-то сушеных яблок. Ёлки-палки, как же это вкусно! Вместо чипсиков только так можно хавать. Я туда не пойду. А, это наш чел, окей. Капец, вот вместо того, чтобы спокойно перелезть через забор, мы попёрлись через... Все, он стал тенью. О май. Сколько их тут? Перезаряжай, ну быстро. Ну ты чё тупишь-то, Алан? Так. Перезаряжай, перезаряжай. Да ну вы чё, рофлите? Ага, и заныкались сразу, да? Козлы. Господи. Да... Да нифига себе вас тут. Блин. Ща, погодите секундочку. Так. Э, Чё это тут? Это? Всё, хорош, я вернулась. Держите свои влажные фантазии при себе. Так. Мне просто доставочка пришла, надо было срочно распаковать. Нифига себе! Ну как вас так много? Как мне вас порешать? Спасибо. Нифига себе, он, оказывается, открыл дверь. А я стою, короче, и дерусь с этими засранцами. А где мой звук?
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Braight-Fall's. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
Сейчас, секундочку.
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Только не опять в лес, пожалуйста.
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
О, ну все,
Barry, it's a
ГГ.
taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Ага,
Rambo.
а вон и челик.
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Блин, я до этой фермы буду добираться очень долго. Да уж. А! Бешеная телега, бешеная телега. И как мне от нее спасаться? Если только не убежать. Да блин, все взбесилось. Ай! Так, не туда. А! Ну нафиг. Все, взбесилась. А-а-а! Да, у меня фонаря-то нету.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a
Ага,
weapon was
вот и
dangerous,
фонарик.
but I had no choice.
Что? Он просто взял и исчез? Я же почти зарядила. Я же почти зарядила генератор. Стоять! Всем стоять! А! Боже мой. Уф. Капец. Капец.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking. The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Опять?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Ага, опять капканы, да? Ненавижу капканы. О нет. О нет. Ну, Алан!
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Алан, ты меня не беси.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Ща. Секунду, подождите. Так, мне дали потрошки. Куда теперь идти-то? На капканы, да? Ага. Опять? Нет, только не опять, пожалуйста. А-а-а. Ты уже выдохся? И ты рофлишь. А! Пипец, блин. В конце этого месяца я точно буду пить успокоительные.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry! No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? What are you? Don't!
Что? Что это было? Я опоздала, да?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Oh.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me.
Вася! Васечка! Ай! Вася! Давай потом приходи. Блин, пришел, тут наследил. Так. Я что-то заблудилась.
huh?
Капец. Чай, извините, я опять отойду. Не могу так играть.
I could climb out through the broken window.
На секунду. Коврик дочищу. Ой. Васька наследил, блин. Так. Добраться до фермы. Окей. Где-нибудь еще что-нибудь вкусненькое было? Было. Ага, термос. Да, знаю я вас. А что за дверка? Заперта. Ну ладно.
The front door was locked.
О, наконец-то у меня получилось
The farm
выйти
was still
через
a good
окно.
distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Йоу. О, нет, здесь дышит. Так стрёмно, я не хочу.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry
Ой.
was Barry.
Опа. Термос. Что? Мне придется убегать? Да ну ты рофлишь. Да ну ты рофлишь. Да ну ты рофлишь. А! Пусти меня живо, живо пусти меня. Пусти меня живо. Пусти меня живо. Фух. Блин, не забрала я термос, да? Хреново. Значит, я не соберу все термосы. Мы не узнаем, что будет, если собрать их всех. Привет, Юра. Припев. Привет, Попов Данила. Спасибо большое и тебе удачи. Да, я кушаю яблочки сушеные. Идите лесом, а?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Так, опять звука нет. Привет, Флэт.
Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Вау.
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson. Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
Что вы рофлите? Оно! 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 Да киньте уже, елки-палки.
Ow! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Быстрее бери. Ты такой долгий, елки-палки. Бесит меня Алан.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone!
Он еще медлительнее, чем я.
Shut up and shoot!
Да, я знаю, что эти челики там бегут.
We have to fight them off!
Блин, Алан.
Fireworks from here and help you out!
Кидай! А, тебе нечем? А в смысле нечем? А в смысле у меня ничего нет? Я же была. А, надо было отсюда взять. Точно. Кидай! Ну, блин. А, бесит.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson. Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
Кидай!
Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place
Как же
is
ты долго все-таки? Я еще не могу.
I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Кто? Где?
Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! No! Damn it! Goddamn turn-of-the-century wiring! Hang on, Al! I'll get them working again, I promise!
А, да ты чё, охренел? А ну. Ау. Не бесите меня. Не бесите меня, я сказала. Так. А! А! Зараза. А! Да блин. Ну бесят. Бесят. Возьми ты уже, елки-палки. Ты хрен это не берешь-то, а? Блин, слишком много. Ну, Все? Бомба.
That was awesome!
Braight-Fålls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm! See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Понятно.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Oh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Проверим.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Ой. Я фонарик присадила случайно.
went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Нет, нельзя. Я сейчас тыкаю
Look at all this
на
stuff.
ЛКМ, но
They must have
ничего
done
нельзя
okay for
сделать.
themselves.
Sleep. We all spend a third of
Oh,
our
Night
dreams in its
Springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
brings back
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a way
real
of
writing
forcing
job. What got you
themselves into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
or vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode: The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow.
А у вас когда-нибудь, кстати, был сон во сне?
What are you, new? He's the guy
У
dreaming
меня
us.
было такое.
Not just us. He dreams everything.
Мне
All of us.
приснилось
But
то,
wait,
что
I'm the one who's
я живу
dreaming.
своей
I'm
обычной
asleep.
жизнью, встаю по
Isn't this
утрам,
original?
хожу в школу.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
А,
Get real,
и
pal.
это
You're just another
длится
dream.
где-то на протяжении
I'm a dream.
месяца.
You're a dream. The weirdo in the
Вот.
diving
Но
suit is a
потом
dream.
я
And the girl who
просыпаюсь
smiles in sunshine is
в другом
definitely a dream.
сне.
But I'm pretty sure
И
I'm
такая,
dreaming
ой,
this.
какой
Maybe you're a really
дурацкий
confused dream.
сон.
What am I,
Я
a shrink?
целый
All I
месяц
know is I'm
просто
going with the
ходила в
sword,
школу
guys.
и
They say
училась.
that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there. I
И
don't know what
тоже,
that
значит,
means.
проснулась,
It
там
means we keep an
умылась,
eye
оделась,
on those
позавтракала и
falls,
все
and we make sure
такое.
he has his clothes
Пошла
on
в
when he goes
школу,
out of the
потом
door.
проснулась
Chases
уже,
monsters
ну,
nipping at his heels, and he
в
runs
нашей
like crazy, but his
реальности.
legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. 'Cause if he wakes up
И
in a
просто
cold sweat,
обалдела от происходящего.
yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm. Hey, something's happening here. Yeah? What's that? What? Can't you
Кошмар,
hear
в
that?
который хочется вернуться.
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock.
Не, такого не
So,
было.
listen.
Обычно,
Please, man,
если
I got a
мне
wife and
снятся
kids.
кошмары, то я в них возвращаться уж точно не хочу. Жесть. Да, по городу без штанов гулять, это ж простыть можно.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Ого. Даже с какой-то невидимой штукой.
The Viking boat
Да,
looked
ребята,
imposing,
ну вас
almost
сны,
like a battering
конечно.
ram.
А опять эти черти сейчас придут. Можно мне, пожалуйста, выйти и не драться с такими чертями? Ну-ну. Ну-ну, конечно. Да вы чё, офигели? Да вы ошалели. Ошалели. Так. Блин, да их слишком много. Серьезно, вот на этом все остановилось. Ну давай, слезай, черт. Так. Где? Он сам напоролся на эту штуковину. Дурачок. А! Что произошло вообще? Ай! Ай! А! Спасибо хотя бы, что не с самого начала. А! Да ну вас слишком много! Вас слишком много! Да! На! Бесит. А что если я побегу обратно? Вот они сейчас заспавнятся, а я побегу обратно. Вот так вот. Вот они же напорятся на эту фигню, да? А! Ага. Изи. Ой, а что же вы за мной не идете-то, а? Ай! Да, гранат сильно не хватает. Мне.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Ну чё стоим-то?
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
Be careful, Al!
Ну перезаряжай, я же нажала,
Keep
ты.
your eyes open, okay?
Алан, не беси меня. Чё? Взять мощный фонарь. А у меня какой?
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Ну все.
Actually,
Я
Pat,
без
we've been
спина
real
осталась.
busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey,
Как я испугала вас.
Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing
Как я вас испугал?
Well, that's nice to hear at
Дай
least.
сделай.
Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Да? Это я, наверное, водичку пила.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Ой, ты резкий, дерзкий. Да, Алан? Так, а мне теперь нужен Барри. Барри, ты где? Куда идти вообще? О! Чё, блин? А? Да ну нафиг. Да это что за рофлы? Так, я победила трактор. Уже хорошо. Да, да. Офигеть, я победила комбайн.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. It's pretty heavy.
Ой. А, окей.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
О, Валхалла. Прикольно.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Хе-хе. Прикольно. Знаете, что мне это напомнило? Сериал «Американские боги».
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
У них здесь даже своя
Power
сцена
downstairs
была.
was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
You know, this place looks
Асгард.
kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Oh. Oh.
Come on, Al. Let's get the lights on, huh? Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Неплохой такой домик.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's her face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be. Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Чё?
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Braight-Fall's, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
Капец, она его
It's
развела,
your
как
fault your
лоха.
wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because
Это что за космонавт?
I would like to set you free.
Дайвер какой-то.
Will know I'm here. It will be
Это
action.
дайвер.
She stole the
В каком-то
skin
странном
from a
костюме.
long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Haha.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a life to the words the poet used.
По-моему, все только запутаннее и запутаннее становится.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Тёма в тюряге.
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Oh, Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this.
Всё.
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man,
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Включай скорее! Ура! А где этот черт?
Here are your things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
А, серьезно, мы его там оставили?
Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
О, еще страничка.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
А? Сюда? А теперь... Ай! Да, мне тоже так кажется, то, что вертолет это не очень умное решение. Мы уже видели, как эти вороны в 2 счета справлялись с вертолетами. А. Что? А! А! Быстрее уходим отсюда, нафиг,
Hey,
блин.
Sheriff, your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Braight-Fålls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on.
Oh, damn. That's smart.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
Ага, не говорите, только вспомнили про птиц. И тут началось. Ай! А ну успокоились все, блин. Как бы я за тобой должна идти, а не ты за мной. Ну ладно. Нифига себе. Так. Нам сюда же, да?
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now. Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial. A window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
О, нет. Ну все, Барри ГГ. Барри ГГ. Ты меня пропусти, а? Алло.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
Нифига себе, он огромный. А!
Looks like we made it. Wake, over here! There's light! I have a key. Watch my back, Wake.
It's an ambush.
Нифига себе. Что происходит? Ай. Кто где? Ай! Ау! Фу. Все, ты открыла? Ничего. О, кофе. Кофе.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
Так что, мне отсюда выйти и подрапать туда?
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Ну все. Барри ГГ. Пока, Барри. Пока, Барри. Опа, вот и
Okay,
ключ.
Sheriff, I got the keys.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God.
Он живой, офигеть.
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back. Got a perp over here. Shooting! No, you don't.
Да ну блин.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Я вижу тебя.
I've got it.
Я
Don't worry
тебя
about
вижу.
it.
А в смысле closet?
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
Нет, не заговорила. Блин, мне кажется, я уже весь город перебила тут.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Braight-Fall's abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake. Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Ага, вот ты где, тормоз.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Я так и знала. Вот прям так и знала. Парень дело говорит. Ну бери ты уже это грёбаное ружье, Алан Уэйк. Если я из тебя погибну, я буду на тебя ругаться. Ты падла. Где он? Все? Слава богу. Да.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Ай-яй-яй. Рукописи.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Да, конечно, подвал. Найс. Это что такое было? А, Барри? Найс. Капец, он вооружился.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
The Brightfalls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place.
Нифига себе ты хаваешь. Сколько пельмешек ты уже съел и сколько еще
She
принес?
could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Last one.
Bastard.
Да, конечно, bastard переводится как дрянь. Конечно.
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license or cleared for departure to Night Springs.
Нет, так неинтересно, сколько их там, этих пельмешек-то. А нормально, кстати, они так отбиваются. 50! И это типа не мелкие вот какие-то, да, пельмешки, а это самые обычные, да, пельмени. Ну ты даешь.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Это сейчас будет бойня. А, да, конечно, они все сели, а я сейчас буду отбиваться от этих. Ой, я не могу. Да, конечно, конечно. А! Дайте мне сесть в вертолет, это не смешно нифига. Что за фигня такая, блин? Сами сели, а меня бросили. Дайте мне сесть в вертолет. Вы гады. Да, конечно, вы там сидите, он хорошо, а я оставаюсь в живых. Да-да-да, знаю все. Нифига себе ты прыгнул. Ёлы-палы. Все? Дайте мне уже отсюда уйти. Пожалуйста. Да блин! И все заново, да? Спасибо, блин. А! Бычара, блин. Да, я очень сильно хотелось заматериться, как никогда вообще не материлась, но... Это нечестно. Да! Офигели совсем. Такс. О, нифига себе. О! Обалдеть. Наконец-то, блин. Я кофе. Чарт. Чарт, вот, блин, знала, что там это гребаное кофе и забыла про него. Ай.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al.
Я термос кофе не забрала, вот что случайось. А.
Every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Ага. А вот и птица. Так, круто, меня опять бросили. Не, она не так работает.
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
Да, и что мне делать? Я уже выстрелила в нее. Да и пофиг вообще тут цепочки. А, вот оно как. Нифига вас тут, блин. Да все, ну отпустите меня, вы задолбали, блин, забаррикадировали. Там, козлы противные. Уф.
and here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends, the old guys.
А,
I couldn't
уже
tell you why. I
8.
guess it's just, yeah, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
А давайте сюда пройдем. О, а ты не попутал ли часом, а? А! Вы рофлите. Как это вас так много-то, а? У меня больше ничего нет? Прикольно. Нет, ладно, это все, нет, все, да, я оставлю это до завтра все-таки. Все, да, слишком много. И слишком долго я там буду проходить. Да. Да. В общем, дорогие мои, спасибо, что смотрели. Спасибо за общение в чате. Да. Да, я уже поняла. Ну, попытка не пытка, как говорится. Я попробовала. Да, спасибо большое. Хорошего вам всем вечера. И отдохните на славу. Давайте спокойной ночи. До завтра. Спокойной ночи. Да. Пока-пока.
Thank you.